Ever brushed a flower and ended up with yellow dust on your fingers? That sticky dust is pollen, and it comes from one specific flower part. Let's find it fast. In this video, you'll learn the parts of the stamen and the carpel, what each part does, and an easy way to remember them. To understand where pollen comes from, we need to zoom out and look at the flower's reproductive parts. Let's start with the stamen, the male reproductive part. It has two main parts, the filament on the bottom and the anther on top. So, what does each part do? The anther makes pollen grains, and inside those pollen grains are the sperm cells. So, anther makes pollen, and pollen carries sperm. Now that we've covered the male part, let's move to the female part. The carpel, also called the pistil, is the female reproductive structure. It has three main parts, stigma at the top, style in the middle, and ovary at the bottom. Let's zoom in even further. Inside the ovary are ovules, and inside each ovule is an egg cell. So, ovary holds ovules, and ovules hold eggs. Notice how far the sperm is from the egg. For reproduction to happen, pollen has to move from the anther to the stigma. That transfer is called pollination. Now let's make this easy to remember with one memorable picture. For the carpel, picture an egg at the bottom. That reminds you of the ovary. Now stack the rest on top. On top of the egg is a tile. Tile rhymes with style, so that helps you place the style in the middle. And on top is a sigma symbol, which reminds you of stigma at the top. Now connect the whole image. If the stack is about to fall on a car fall, think carpel. Egg, style, stigma, all packed into one picture. Let's do the same for the stamen. Think of a light bulb. The thin wire inside a bulb is a filament, just like the filament of the stamen. On top, imagine ants, and her, anther. That helps you remember the anther sits on top, and it's the part that releases pollen. So far, we've covered that the stamen has a filament and anther, and the anther makes pollen that carries sperm. The carpel has stigma, style, and ovary, with ovules that contain egg cells. Ready to lock it in? Tap the link for study guides and flashcards on this topic, so you can keep learning without missing a beat. Now it's your turn to apply it. Let's try it on this diagram. Point to the top of the carpel, stigma, the long tube, style, the bottom base, ovary, inside, ovules. And on the stamen, the stalk is filament, and the top is anther. Before we move on, let's clear up two common mix-ups. Stigma is not the pollen maker, the anther is. And ovules are inside the ovary. The ovary is the container. The ovules are the little structures inside. Now connect this back to reproduction. Pollination puts pollen on the stigma. After that, the sperm still has to reach the egg inside an ovule, so the journey continues down through the style toward the ovary. Let's practice this trick. Look at the picture once, close your eyes, and replay it. If you can picture egg, tile, sigma, and the bulb filament, you can label every major part. To recap, stamen equals filament plus anther. Anther makes pollen that carries sperm. Carpel equals stigma, style, and ovary. Ovary contains ovules that contain egg cells. Pollination is pollen moving from anther to stigma. Now that you've watched the video, let's see how much you remember. Head to the link in the description where you'll find Quizlet content made just for you.